Matthew 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, this is just a quick hit. Matthew 24 update, because Venezuela just passed a referendum, or they approved it. Venezuelans approved referendum to claim sovereignty over region of Guyana. Venezuelan electoral authorities on Sunday claimed that 95% of voters in a non-binding referendum approved of the nation's territorial claim on a huge chunk of neighboring oil-rich Guyana, which that referendum was probably rigged. But hey, it looks like Venezuela might be set on being the next Russia, invading a neighboring nation. And this is just a rumor of war, all right? It could very well turn into war very soon. All right, just recently, and this is happening all over the world, all right? Just recently, you had in the Red Sea, supposedly some kind of Gulf of Tonkin type incident where a U.S. warship was attacked. They're really trying to draw America into a war. Like, they're really trying to get this war popping off, but they're trying to do it in a way that's like plausible for the people to not be completely against it. All right? They try to maintain an air of plausible deniability so that they could seem justified in their actions. And that's why they're having this so-called referendum here in Venezuela. They're trying to potentially justify any future invasion of Guyana. But this is all prophecy, man. All right. I'm going to end it with this. 2nd Ezra 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right, so that's happening all around the world, man. Even in Mexico, where there's not really, you got the war between the government and the cartel. All right, parts of Colombia, you got the Colombian military going up against the FARC and revolutionaries. Over there on the other side of the world, you got, Russia, Ukraine, Israel, Gaza. Hezbollah trying to get up in there, man. Supposedly Hezbollah was had an Israeli military base surrounded, and they're not really reporting on that because they don't want anything that could make Israel look bad in this current make anything that makes Israel look bad militarily or from a PR standpoint. They're not going to report on it. So all this shit is happening, man. It's going to continue to happen. And it's not going to stop. Like, you can't go to church. Like, we're going to set up a prayer meeting and we're going to pray against all the wars going on. And hopefully, the Lord will stop these wars. You can't do that. Because it's the Lord's will. How can you pray against the Lord's will? You can't protest it. No amount of citizens could get together and protest it, telling them to stop the war. Actually, I think they could probably change it. But it would take every single American citizen to go to Washington D.C. Every other state, all 50 states gotta be emptied out and completely surrounding the White House protesting. Oh, y'all gotta stop these wars or whatever. That'll probably be the only way it'll stop it. But America is so divided that that's never gonna happen because the Most High set it up that way. So there's nothing anybody could do. All right, ain't no politician stopping it. All these wars, these rumors of wars are gonna keep popping off until Yahweh Bashem Yahushai comes back. Yahweh Shai sits on that throne. All right, and then that's when finally the Gentiles are gonna turn their swords into plowshares, and they're gonna start, you know, they're gonna go into slavery and start going into agriculture. You know, they're gonna leave war completely. All right, they're not gonna have any arms, none of that. They're gonna leave war completely, and that's when they're finally gonna be in peace. But in the meantime, before Yahweh Shai comes back, you're gonna be seeing more rumors of wars. Don't be surprised if 2024 war breaks out in way more places than we thought would be possible. All right, because the Most High is getting ready to send his son to clean up this entire earth. I'm gonna leave it there. I hope the video was edifying. Shalom.